Hey, what's up guys? This is Street Class. I'm Onyi, the hall monitor checking all hall passes. And today I have to put a couple of people in detention. Now before I continue, I need to give a warning out there for all the fragile hearts. If you have a fragile heart about the Oscars, you might not want to listen to this. But for all those truth seekers, listen up, okay? Of course, now after the whole Oscar mix-up, I had to give detention to Mr. Warren himself. One, for noticing that the card was wrong, but then proceeding to say the wrong name anyway. And I also had to give detention for Miss Faye for not noticing the size. I mean, you're an actress, for Pete's sake. Your profession is to study human behavior. You ain't see this? Or this?
And the Academy Award
I mean, come on, these are clear signs that, something is wrong. Help me, please. But anywho, let's say she didn't see any of those things because there's a lot going on. She's presenting an award, the most coveted at that. But she could still have just read the card.
La La Land.
La La Land.
So those two are getting detention. But the main person who is getting detention is Mr. Jordan Horowitz himself, the producer of La La Land. Now, if there's anything that I hate more, it's people getting praised and hailed for something they really didn't do and or deserve, okay? Mr. Jordan is being hailed as a hero for fixing up the Oscar mix-up as quickly as possible. When really what I saw was him climbing and pushing his way up to headline story, knocking down people as he did so just to get the limelight. Now let's take a look at the clip, shall we? Why don't we start at the beginning?
Everywhere. Repression is the enemy of civilization. So keep dreaming, because the dreams we dream today will provide the love, the compassion, and the humanity that will narrate the stories of our lives tomorrow.
Now, normally when you watch something like this, you're supposed to feel sad, right? But I didn't feel sad. Honestly, I felt scared for my life and for whoever else was around him. Because when he took that step back, it was done in such a way like something horrible was done to him. And then he took the trophy from one hand to the next. He wasn't about to let that trophy go. I was like, Lord, is he about to hit somebody with that trophy? I mean, even as his other members were finding out that they actually lost, he still held on to that trophy. Now, I can hear some of y'all say, well, Oni, it's really bad news that he was just receiving. And there's nothing wrong with holding on for something that you really, really want. Yeah, that ain't the problem. The problem is what he did next. See, as he was talking to his crew, out of the side of his eye, he saw Mr. Warren. If you ain't paying attention, pay attention now. Mr. Warren was actually about to go to the podium and announce Moonlight as the true winner. But Mr. Jordan wasn't having that. This control freak came up and pushed Mr. Warren to the side and said, hold up. The real winners is Moonlight. Okay? He bombarded his way to the top. Peep that.
We lost, by the way, but, you know.
Guys, I'm sorry. No,
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Why Mr. Jordan raced to the podium immediately after his producing partner, Mr. Berger, announced that Lala actually lost, blocking Mr. Warren's opportunity to right his wrong. Oh, and just in case Mr. Jordan says, I didn't see him, let's rewind the footage.
guys, I'm sorry. No,
Look at that. Mr. Jordan saw Mr. Warren. He mirrored Mr. Warren's finger.
There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
And then, if that doesn't get you, watch it as Mr. Warren tried to regain his position with pulling out the card. But guess who stole that glory? Watch again if you ain't see it. For the third time. You see that? Ain't that about some mess? That don't make no kind of sense. If that ain't someone that's hungry for the limelight, I don't know who is. Mr. Horowitz have been quoted as saying in a recent article that he didn't get the award, but at least he got to present it. As if this was like a positive coincidence. Yeah, right. You made sure you got to present the award. You ain't fooling me. I spot lies. Since this mix-up, Mr. Jordan's Twitter followers have increased significantly, okay? And let me just quote him specifically to my new followers. I love to engage with you about any subject, even difficult ones. Really? Really? Really, Mr. Hero? Really? Now you know everything? Really? Seriously? First of all, it's the presenter's job to right his wrong. If Mr. Warren said the wrong name, give him a chance to right it, okay? And say the correct name. It is not your job, Mr. Jordan. And to all those people that think he is the hero of the situation, bogarting your way to the podium just so that you can present an award is not heroic. It's an attention-seeking whore, okay? Sorry. Gotta do it. Gotta put him in detention.
This is Moonlight, the best picture.
And why is this dude still on stage, standing directly behind the presenter? I get it, Mr. Jordan, okay? They told you you won Best Picture, but you really didn't. Hey, they told us black folks we were free after the Civil War, but we really weren't. And half the time ain't now. So how about you just suck it up, Mr. Jordan, in detention?
I ain't gonna be fooled by it. I don't trust it. Be sure to listen to the full episode on Street Class this week. You can also follow us on Twitter at Street Class Pod, follow us on Instagram at Street Class Podcast, and like us on Facebook at Street Class Podcast for the latest episodes.